In the forgotten corners of Mississippi, there are stories the land refuses to bury. Stories whispered under breath, told only when the night is thick and the cicadas fall silent. Tonight we follow one of those legends, a tale about a farmhouse that appeared ordinary, until the day its secrets clawed their way into the open. Before we begin, tell me where you're watching from, and whether your region has stories like this hiding in the dark. The year was 1858, deep in the Yazoo Backwoods, a place where the heat felt alive, and the woods pressed in like a wall. At the center of this wilderness stood a lonely farmhouse owned by a man known only as Silas, a stern private man. A man whose word was law on his land. A man so feared that even his church congregation kept their distance. He lived there with his 3 daughters, Elara, Seraphina, and Maeve. But no one in the nearby community ever saw the girls without Silas watching. They hardly spoke. They never laughed. And whenever anyone tried to befriend them, Silas shut it down. Then suddenly, in the early months of 1858, the entire family vanished from sight. The sisters stopped attending church. Visitors were turned away at the door. The home became a fortress of locked shutters and candlelight flickering at strange hours. And every night, neighbors claimed they heard whispers coming through the trees, multiple voices, muffled arguing, sometimes crying. By spring, something was clearly wrong. The local doctor, alarmed by Silas refusing all visits, attempted to enter the property with the town sheriff. What they found was strange. The fields were overgrown, tools left rusting, the livestock starving, and the house itself was silent, too silent. Inside, every room looked as if the family had simply walked away mid-life. Dishes were set on the table, chairs pulled back, candles burned to stubs. But the strangest part? Upstairs, the 3 sisters' bedrooms were locked from the outside. Every room was identical, windows nailed shut, furniture pushed against the walls, and deep scratches across the floorboards. It looked less like a home, and more like a place meant to hold something in. But Silas and the girls were nowhere, not a footprint, not a note, not a single trace. The family had evaporated into the woods. The community began to whisper theories. Some believed the girls finally rebelled and fled into the swamps, seeking freedom from their father's rule. Others whispered that Silas, broken by some hidden shame or madness, had led the entire family deep into the forest, never to return. And then there's the darkest version. The one old storytellers still repeat that Silas had been hiding something unnatural within the house, something that terrified even him. And when he realized it could no longer be contained, he destroyed the farmhouse and everything inside. Because days after the family vanished, locals swore the burned remains of a house appeared in the distance, light smoldering between the trees. But when they reached the site, nothing was there, not ashes, not wood, just disturbed soil and silence. To this day, historians find no record of Silas or his daughters. No census entry, no land deed, no grave. It's as if the family was erased, intentionally scrubbed from history. And maybe that's why this story refuses to die. Because people feel deep down that something truly happened there. Something the community swore never to write down or speak of again. So now I ask you, what do you think happened inside that farmhouse? Was it a family tragedy? A disappearance? A cover-up? Or something darker that Mississippi never dared to record? Let me know your theory in the comments and subscribe if you want more hidden histories and unsolved mysteries like this one. Because in places like the Yazoo Delta, the past never stays buried. It just waits for someone to listen.